lucky just to walk in my studio every day. And granted, some days are a lot better than others, but it's still, at the end of the day, I'm generally really happy to just be in my studio working. It just sort of feels like that's what I should be doing. Put myself in the situation, at least when after I got out of school, put myself in situations where I could practice and be paid for it, like working at the bench. I worked as a bench worker for a long time, and worked in factories and worked for other jewelers for a long time, just as a mechanic, building their work. So that was a big help for me. And I also really learned a lot about what jewelry meant to people, which I think was probably the most important thing, that just how important it was, on not just a sentimental level, but on a much deeper level than that. And it didn't necessarily have to be like a really valuable piece, but to them it was priceless. See the work as being muscular. I see the work as being strong. I mean, when I think of muscular work, I think of like Richard Serra's work and things like that. But and he's an inspiration as well. But I mean, I love that sort of energy of that scale. But I try to if I could distill a small part of what Richard Serra has in his work into my work, I'd be very happy about that. So. Pieces go out, and I sort of have my life with the work, and then they go out into galleries, and they go out and they're purchased, and then the work has its sort of their life of their own. I mean, I like the fact that I have pieces in museums, but I also like that it's the fact that so much of the work is out and being worn. It's not necessarily just in a vitrine being viewed, but it's actually out there being worn and enjoyed. I love my place. I love my studio. Yes, I work a real lot, which I like. Worked a lot my whole life, so it's sort of ingrained in me somehow, It just works somehow.